everybody and welcome back to another video. I am your host, the OT Astartes. Now today I thought, because there's no Astartes analysis this week, because it's my birthday, and today I thought I'd go through some stuff for Gallifery Falls. I'm going to give you a general idea of the plot, the story, where it's set, and looking at some of the figures that I have in front of me. So first of all, the setting. So the setting is going to be another universe, so an alternative universe, where the Time War went much differently. Yeah, we're in the Time War again, folks. I understand that this trope has got a bit boring with the Time War and alternate universes, but it's not going to be, oh, the multiverse is in danger type of stuff. It's going to be, this is an alternative universe. Here is how things go if this happened. So there's not going to be any multi-doctor stories. This is not going to be a massive big crossover event between anything. This is going to be an alternative Time War where, well, that hints is in the name, Gallifery Falls. I'll leave you to figure that out for yourselves. First of all, we're going on to the Dalek. Now, this Dalek is very... I think I've reviewed this before, or you've seen it in some previous stop motions. I'm not too sure. I did a show called Daleks in Quarantine, which was during COVID times. So I decided to make a show about Daleks in lockdown. The show, I don't think that was my most successful project. People were saying that they couldn't understand what I was saying because I had a voice changer. Shall I tell you what I used for it? I used one of these to voice the Daleks, hence why I'm not voicing them this time. So it would sound like this. So I'm not doing so yeah, I decided to paint some gold over it, over the roundels and the vents. I'm keeping it purple just because we've never had purple Daleks before. I actually had a dream once that they released a teaser where with the new Ncuti Gatwa series, and the Daleks were pink. Now, obviously, it's similar to this design. It was very similar to this design, actually. And I was absolutely outraged by it. I was like, you copied my design, Russell T. Davis! You suck! I'm actually going to get another Dalek so you can see. This one is more purple than the other. Yeah, sorry about that. But at the time of painting, I didn't know what layering even was. I could have used this Citadel miniature paint that I brought from my local Warhammer shop the other day. Now, I brought it from the other day because there was a painting accident where paint went all over the walls. You can see by my low picture that yeah, things went a bit wrong with it. See, I'm using 3 Daleks here. There are a maximum. I have 3 Daleks, so 3 normal Daleks, so 2 from the 60s and the Supreme Dalek from a Resurrection of the Daleks. And I've got a Paradigm Dalek and a Supreme Dalek unit that I've used for the Dalek Time Strategist. Yeah, the Dalek Time Strategist is going to be in this. I'll get his figure down very quickly, hoping nothing falls off the shelf like it usually does. This is the Time Strategist. I didn't include its little roundel orb thingies, you know, those little rings that go around his vents. I didn't want to do that because they wouldn't fit, and it would be a complete pain in the arse when I was filming. So I decided to leave it similar to, more like the Supreme Dalek from the Stolen Earth Journey's End. Well, this is the figure that I used for it. Yeah. I really like this figure. why don't we get character options figures like that again? Oh, by the way, B&M could have released their Time Lord figures about a year ago, because that's when I started filming Gallifery Falls, because we'd have had more Time Lords in it. Yeah, there was a low supply of Time Lords for this. So let's start off with the Doctor himself. Now, in the first act, he's not going to have the satchel, because the satchel is something I brought after I was recovering from my pneumonia. So let's have a look at this Doctor. So the first thing we notice is a three-piece suit. The three-piece suit is inspired by both the TV movie versions of Sylvester McCoy and the 8th Doctor, Paul McGann. The shirt and tie is a bit of a homage to David Tennant. And then you may notice this thing on the back. The head's really wobbly, by the way, guys. So at the back, he's got a hoodie that's homage to Peter Capaldi's Doctor. And as you can see, it's TARDIS blue. I have a Doctor Who hoodie that is similar to that colour. The black jacket is meant to be leather, but sadly, I don't think there was one that was the same as the leather jacket that I have in my wardrobe, because this outfit is based on clothes in my wardrobe. The trousers are grey and the shoes are brown. I like brown shoes. Well, I don't wear brown shoes anymore because I have these new shoes with arch fit on. They're really good for my knee because I've now got chronic fatigue. The satchel is a homage to Dark Eye's 8th Doctor. And I knew that was going to happen. That happened all the time. That happened nearly every scene that I used this Doctor on. So the figure base I used was Bracewell from Victory of the Daleks. The head is Rory Williams. So this was before I had a beard. So now we've got the Sonic. It's a homage to Tennant, Eccleston and Smith. I'd say a bit of McGann in there as well. I just want to tune the camera in. So yeah, from a distance, you can see that it's a bit inspired by Smith, Tennant, Capaldi. This is in no way a copycat of the new Sonic that Tennant's got in his screwdriver. I think me and Russell T Davies are on the same wavelength when we were I think we must have had some sort of psychic connection or warp connection, because that was so weird, because the new Sonic is similar to my Sonic, and it's actually based on, if anyone remembers the Builder Sonics from the Matt Smith era, I have one here that doesn't work. So this is the Sonic that it's based on. Oh, that's really nice. Some of it's fallen off over the years, so I've used glue to fix it. When in doubt, get the Revel glue gun out. I always use that for my Warhammer miniatures. Yeah, I'm bad at doing Warhammer miniatures because I usually construct it and then I'm a completely reckless painter. Next up, we have Shelby. Now, this character is a Next Step reference. So if anyone knows about the TV show, the dance show, The Next Step, that also had an anniversary this year in April. It's 10 years since it was first broadcast over in Canada, which I have no intent on going to now because Trudeau's a whack job. But yeah, this character is homage to two people from the Next Step. So my favourite Next Step character of all time, Skylar. I based this on her appearance. This is a homage to the character, by the way. I'm in no way standing. God, I used to be a stan, but that's all well and gone now. But anywho, yeah, so Shelby, and I also did this. I used an Amy Pond figure as the base for it, because one of Skylar's outfits in season 5 is very similar to Amy Pond's outfit, you know, the red jumper. It's very similar to Amy Pond's season 5 outfit. So this is meant to be a denim jacket, but it's more, I don't know why B&M carried on with the Amy Pond figure template. So yeah, why her arms here are grey will be revealed in the episode. And then brown skirt, tights, and TARDIS blue boots. And the name Shelby comes from the actress Shelby Bain, who portrayed Amy in The Next Step. I was going to say Amy Pond then. So that's a sort of link between Doctor Who and The Next Step, because they've both got characters called Amy. However, Amy Pond was killed off in the show. Poor Rory. This is sort of Amy and Rory in a way, because, you know, the head is Rory Williams. No, this is a Doctor and companion. But yeah, I'm proud of this figure most of all, because this was one of the first figures I did while I was painting Warhammer miniatures, so I knew layering, I knew to use my paints evenly, to not put on millions of dollops on it. But one problem I did have was, though, every time this hand held something, the paint always came off, as you're going to see. So I had to put on some layers as well. The hair, now, there are some bits of brown showing. I'm the most careless painter when it comes to this. And the TARDIS, of course, it's definitely Matt Smith era. It's the Matt Smith era TARDIS. While I'm here, I might as well show you why I need why I was painting with purple. Well, that, my dears, is because, hold on a minute, I decided, and I took it upon myself, to repaint some of my 40k miniatures. So this little guy here, so he's going to be a it's going to be a post-Horus Heresy chapter. They're going to be, would there be any, right, here's a question for 40k fans. Are there any Loyalist Emperor's Children left post-Rylanor, post-Horus Heresy? Because I like the Emperor's Children chapter, and I want to, I don't know, and I just want to, paint myself a Loyalist chapter after them. I'm going to make a few improvements as it goes on. This isn't the final product. I know you can see some white around here, and some of the paint's coming off there. So what I'm going to do is get a few paint, repaint it again and again. And I'm going to call these, I think, they're going to be snake themed. All right. So something along the lines of, I don't know really. I'm gonna think of a name for my chapter. And this is also going to be my new channel icon as well. I might use this when it's completed. So anywho, I might turn to chaos. So yeah, that was just a showcase for the episode. Now, I'm also going to say that this is going to be a movie. This is going to be over 2 hours long. I've just calculated the time together. And it's not going to have any talking. It's going to be a silent movie. So we're going to have captions playing during the episode. So lines of dialogue, similar to how a video game cutscene would play out without the dialogue. So subtitles. Yeah, video games are definitely going to be a big influence for this. I think this is going to be a lot sci-fi-y. This is going to be your traditional episode of Doctor Who. and I can't wait to show you when it's done. We're nearly done with Gallifery Falls. I'm nearly done with it. So what I've got to do is I'm doing the green screen stuff. So I'm in the middle of that. Then final checks on dialogue for all 3 acts, because I noticed some mistakes. Then timing edits. So if it's all out of sync, I've got to copy and paste a few frames. And then I'll export it, put it into Clipchamp and export it. And it will be completed. I don't know when this is going to be done. I'm estimating before the 60th. But it'll be done when it's done, and then I'll set a premiere date for then. Also, there's a hashtag that I'm using for it. It's not going to... I doubt that it'll go far. So the hashtags are going to be Save the Day Again, which is a bit of a homage to Day of the Doctor, and hashtag We Need a Doctor. So the We Need a Doctor's bit is kind of a tribute to Harold Saxon. And it's a few shots at the BBC as well. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. So goodbye, good night, and follow the buzzards.